Cody. I'm currently working on a game called Chronicles of Virtue. Today I'm working on maybe some of the story. I'm going to kind of kick off the intro, I think, figure out how to work my scenes there, kind of develop that. I think I'm going to work it with one character and kind of go from there. So the idea is going to be essentially you're waking up from a dream, or you're in a dream, I think, and you start by maybe going and picking your weapons, kind of assessing your spells, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we'll start. Should be pretty interesting. This is a tactical RPG where essentially you play as a character that's in a world that's newly introduced to magic. So you're going to be kind of learning magic and interacting with it, figuring it out alongside the enemy. So every weapon has a different set of spells that are available. So that's kind of what we're working with here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm also going to check this because I've got a little delay on my mic in my ears. And that's hard to operate under. So one moment. There we go. Okay. I think that works. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm probably going to work within this main scene. I think this is going to be my main scene. There's things I have to do, or will have to do, that I'm probably not going to do yet, and that's things like spawn in the world, spawn in characters. I think for now, I'm going to go with just Arya. I'm going to go ahead and take out these other characters. I want to save them off as scenes, though, so I can pull these characters in later. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it's already instantiated. Oh, because it's instantiated as a character. Let's see. New inherited scene. Okay, that works. Let's take a look at that. Where is that? What did it say to go? Scene, new inherited scene. Okay. Okay, so once we do that, interesting. Let's see. Not really that hard to rebuild these characters, but How do I want to do that? Do I have them? I don't think I have them saved off anywhere. I guess I could make it local. And then, yeah, okay, that's it. Let's make it local. So whenever I actually create these, I just really just want to save my work here. But yeah, I need to kind of go through. This one might already be local. Yeah, I need to go through and like create essentially a character builder where whenever you first start a character, it adds these things to it. It's kind of automatically and resets stuff. So I'll need to build that tool, but not today. All right, let's see here. So now I should be able to save these off as a scene. Yeah. So let me create a new folder. I'll just call it characters. So we'll have Kale. And let's see. It's loading here. You can't see it, but oh, it's taking its time a little bit. They're not that big of a scene. I guess it's got pretty large characters in it. I wonder if it's saving. So it's saving all like the character data. I would think they're saved off somewhere, so it should only save the references, but we're just waiting here. In the meantime, I have started a Steam page, so I'll go ahead and put that there. Let's see if this new command works. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Let me see if my bot is on. Let's see here. Okay. That's finally loaded. Wow, that took forever. I might do that offline here, so I don't have to do that again. But let me see why my Steam command didn't work. Let's see what that's about. Let's see here. We're gonna go to Steam Labs. Or not Steam Labs, Stream Labs. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, you know what? It's because I added it to YouTube. Huh. Did it work on YouTube? It also didn't work on YouTube, so Cloudbot might be off on YouTube. Yo, Cloudbot was off on YouTube. That explains it. Okay, then let me run over. We're also streaming on YouTube here. Okay, let's see. Let me fix this for Twitch, and then we'll keep going. Cloudbot is off on Twitch as well. What's going on? Commands. Steam. And let me find my link. Hey, Loki Trickster, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You having a good evening? And confirm. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's try this again. Look at that. Okay, I worked on Twitch. I'll figure out. Oh, it did. It worked on YouTube as well. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. So we are good to go. There you go. So you can now wishlist Chronicles of Virtue on Steam. Thanks. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, I've had some things going on, but I am very glad to be back. I definitely missed it, and I have not made a lot of progress on the game. So, but now I'm back, so now I can make some progress. I'm saving off characters now. There's some loading involved. Ultimately, I'm working on kind of creating my kind of first scene for my demo. So ultimately, I've got to save off these characters so I can access them later. Unfortunately, it's taken a while. They are kind of large scenes if you include the references. I would think it wouldn't, right? I would think they'd just be like pointers, but I don't know how this thing saves off data. So in the meantime, doing a lot of waiting. So hopefully it's not too much more. I've just got one more character really that I need to save off because I need to have Arya and Ember in here for the first scene that's going to be in the demo. I think the demo you'll pretty much have one character to play with. And ultimately I think it's going to be kind of the first scene of the game is kind of be the plan. So plan right now is for it to open up. Black screen, you kind of hit new game. It fades to where you can kind of see a horse cart. And then you can go over to this horse cart and pick out a couple weapons. In your dream, I guess, maybe, because it's going to be a dream. Maybe you'd be able to pick out some spells. Not exactly sure there. Probably just weapons, because I think you would have most of your spells in kind of the first sequence. Okay, that's save. Now for the next one. And then after that, you would essentially have your weapon set and your spell set. The idea is that you, in the demo, you'll learn how to play and probably get to play around with it for a little bit. In the game, you would kind of learn the basics of combat, how that works, the basics of the system, and you'd be a little overpowered at the beginning, having a lot of things. And then at the end of the battle, you wake up, kind of, it's going to zoom out from where you were, and the weapons you'd picked are going to be kind of on the wall, or at least some subset of them, and that's going to kind of give you some of your starting stats and things. So you're going to get to make some decisions early on that impact you throughout. Think it's a good opening. You know, as we get into it, we'll see if we need to modify anything, but I think it's going to work out. For now, I've got to get rid of some of these characters. I'll keep them, obviously. I'll load them back in. But I need to clear them out of here. All right. Still got a little more loading here. I am excited that my game's on Steam. Actually, this is my first stream since my game's gone up on Steam. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks here. But yeah, got the game. Got a Steam page set up, starting to advertise, starting to collect some wish lists, and now it's going pretty well. I'm excited for that and start building that up. It wasn't too bad. It was my first time creating a Steam page, but yeah, wasn't too bad. If you're unfamiliar with it, you essentially just load in your data, they review things, and you go from there. All right. With all that out of the way, we are going to delete these nodes. Very good. Okay, so now I'm down to 2 characters. It looks something like this. So yeah, picture it. It's dark, some kind of dark intro screen. You hit new game, which we'll build. We'll go build that scene, kind of a new game scene here. Hit new game, it loads in, it kind of fades out, right? And you would have control of your character not in combat. I have to build that system as well. And then from there, there'd be a denser fog. Actually, we can simulate that real quick. Let's put this over here. So there'd be a little bit more dense fog here. Where's my fog at? Here you go. Something a little more like this, right? A little bit spookier. And then you'd kind of be running around a little bit, I think, and then up would pop a horse cart. You'll have some free running available, so there's a little bit of, it won't be completely confined into a grid except for when you're in battle. But yeah, I'll kind of run through kind of what this looks like if haven't seen it in a while. I have started working on some more of my spells and things, so I have some good ones like haste. There's a lot of balancing that has to take place. If you're not familiar with the combat system, essentially, if you've played Legends of Dragoon, oh, I just got absolutely destroyed though. Yes, the combat system works. Every weapon has kind of a set number of spells here, or attacks, and then you can get more attacks with different abilities like haste and stuff that kind of add on to it. And it's a quick time event. You need to hit while the squares inside that box. That changes with your accuracy. So yeah, that's how that goes. All right. Very good. So how do I want to start this? I guess starting with a 2D scene, I need to create like an overlay. It needs to be kind of its own thing here, not in UI control. It needs to be in some kind of menu. So I'm going to create a child node here. I'll create a control. And this is going to be menu. I'm not gonna actually. I think I might have some images you'd be able to use as a menu, main menu, maybe. We'll check. Okay, so let me do some layout stuff here. Preset full rectangle. Cover the entire screen no matter what. Add child node. We're just got a panel. Or, yeah, color rectangle, I guess. It's going to be black. Black. It's going to anchor. There you go. Or maybe like dark gray. I'll go with black for now. Okay. I'm going to need an animation player here. Because I'm going to have to, actually, I guess I could use yeah, probably will use an animation player. What the animation player is for is essentially I need a new animation. That is fade in, right? And so essentially at some point, it'll be after you click the OK button that's on here. It's going to take the alpha channel here. Actually, let's key it. Okay. It's gonna go from that. At 1, and it's going to be completely transparent, right? So then, here's what that looks like. I also want to try out this collab feature. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Huh. I can just drop in on somebody and say, hey, I'm streaming with you. That's interesting. Okay, here's this. It was a plain black screen. I forgot that I was testing a plain black screen. Okay, but then what I can do is I can go to my animation player and I can run fade in. And there you go. Right? So there you go. Not too bad. So yeah, so that's kind of what that'll look like. Man, I got the volumetric fog right now. It follows the camera, right? Which makes sense for the most part. But I kind of want it to follow the character. How would I do that? I don't think you can, because I think the viewport is... Huh. I think let's see. World environment, volumetric fog, temporal reprojection. I wonder what that is. Let's see. It enables temporal reprojection of the volumetric fog, blends the current frame's fog with the last frame's fog. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see then. Okay. Ultimately, though, I think that's obviously what I want. So it will fade in, right? But I need a button. Let's go ahead and build a button here. The button for now, I'm gonna keep this like super simple, right? It's gonna be for a demo. Actually, let's go ahead and let's find a good asset for like some picture, a placeholder picture for now. Even's fine. I have to have something. I've got quite a few things here. Let's see. I need to go to my game library. Actually, they're in here, aren't they? If I go to file system, I think I have promotional material. Promo. All right, look at that. So I have some stuff here. like this, right? I probably want the one with I probably want like a transparent background on here. Let's go ahead and delete that. So let's go ahead and find that and make sure I load it in here. Let's see. Where is that? Let's see. Maybe it's in... Sorry, I lost my files apparently. Let me go... Wow, I'm down to 86 gigs on this drive. I need to offload some stuff. Let me go to my documents. Games. So let's see. I have this promo folder, which I already kind of looked at. Oh, it should be in there. Okay. Well. Okay, I just have to move this to this other promo folder under art. So here we go. Should load up. Okay. There you go. Let me see, how is that loading? Like, what is it? Look at my scene. How is it loaded? It's loaded as a what? A sprite 2D? I guess it's okay. Oops. Probably not. Here's what I should do. So first let me drop it under this menu. Because ultimately when it fades, I need it to fade first, which should be pretty easy. But let me add a child, just a container for it, just so I don't have to keep like changing the size. When you change your screen size, it should change as well. So we do that with a container. Let me put it in, let me anchor it to top middle, like center top here. Let me make it a little bigger. Oh, how big do I want this thing to be? I don't know if I want to scale it like with the maybe a custom minimum. It's like 200 by, I don't know if I want it really necessarily 200 by 200 or anything like that. Here's the problem. I do want it to, I guess I don't. Well, okay, let me talk through my process, right? I'm trying to decide if I want it to like change size when you change your screen size or not. Probably do. Okay. All right. There is that. Let's see, offset. Centered, yeah. I think that should work. All right. Is that centered? Let's see. So now if I run, I'm gonna try to change the screen up a little bit and make sure it stays centered. I don't think it will stay centered. I don't know if Sprite 2Ds stay in their container. I don't think they do. I think I need to make a panel and label it as the texture because I don't think Sprite 2Ds are gonna stay in its container. We'll check though. Let's see. Okay, so I have this. I'll move it over here. I'll make it small. I guess it does. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job. Yeah. Okay, it's doing good. So that looks decent. I mean, it doesn't look good, right? This is, again, it's kind of a placeholder. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like a texture rectangle. And maybe it's better anyway, right? It is staying in the spot, but I've never used the Sprite 2D. I think it just populated that way. But let me do a panel or something. I could do a texture rectangle as well. Let's delete that because a texture rectangle is going to expand to the size of the container, right? Or I can make it that way. So I want a new image texture. Oh, I guess I could just drag it, huh? Drag it. And then go back to my scene here. So let's see. Expand nose to expand nose. Yeah, I figured it should. It's not doing a very good job right now. Inherited. Yeah, container sizing, fill. It should do it. I'm not sure why it's not doing a very good job just fitting. That's kind of strange. I mean, if I set it like a minimum size, I'm sure it'll, yeah. Let's think about this real quick. So it is fill horizontal. The container here is this. Let me see. I might have something on here for... yeah, I'm not really sure here. Scale, maybe that's the problem. I do want it to keep aspect centered. It's in a container, clearly. It should fill, and the container is much larger. I wonder what is happening here. Maybe I was better off with a sprite. What doesn't it like? Maybe that fixes it for me. Container by itself serves no purpose unless the script configures its children placement behavior. Use a plain control node. Why is that? Unless the script configures its children placement behavior. Okay, so what I need is a... I need something to control... Oops. Within here, right? So maybe what I actually need is like a center container. Yeah, panel container, I've used lots of those. Maybe that's what I need to do here. Okay, so layout. Container sizing. Let's see. So let's move this under menu. Container. Anchor. Center top. What I have, like 700 by 500 or something. Or by 400. Man, it is not doing a very good job here. Yeah, maybe panel container is better. That's the only one I've really ever used. Let me try panel container. Maybe... Who knows? All right. Keeps its child controls within a style box. That's good. Okay. That looks right. And then what I can do is lay out... Yes. Okay. So let me delete the center container. Yeah, panel container was a good idea. I need to make sure it doesn't have a color associated with it, because it has a style box, obviously. So I need a theme override, and I need to override the panel with a new style box empty. There you go. And then I need to center it. Layout mode, anchors, center top. Okay. That's good. Okay, so then what I need to do is add a button here. So I want to add a couple things here first off. I should add some sort of VBox container so I can split it. Split it into thirds where I can kind of control where the top is. I'll probably end up putting like some kind of panel. So let's do that. That's going to go full screen. Basically, I'm just creating a grid of some sort. Not like a full grid, but just a grid for my buttons in. And then I'm going to add an HBox container in there so that I can place my buttons. I'm only going to have one button now, so maybe that's not a huge deal because I need to design a whole thing at some point, but this will at least let me kind of control it a little bit. And then I'll put a button. Cool. What's a menu button? Oh, it brings up a pop-up menu. Probably not. Okay. Button. And now let's do a couple things here. First off, for my VBox container, it takes up that. Let's add a child node that is just a panel. It's going to be a completely clear panel, but I'm going to add it up here and just let me space out that HBox. So I can go to layout or transform. I can't add a height, can I? I cannot add a height. I guess there's minimum, right? So I can set a minimum of like 1,000 or something. I guess that's not really the right way to do it because when I expand, I will not be able to control it. So what I probably should do actually is, instead of full screen on it, I should just center this. Right? So I can H center wide. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then I have a button. Here I can add a panel. Again, just paste it. I am way overcomplicating this. I should just be... yeah, let's just center that for now. It's fine. I don't need to do that. Okay. So HBox container. That's good. My button should be, so let's see, we'll say start game, or we'll say like just start demo. For now, that's good. Layout, can I center here? Shrink center. And then HBox should also shrink center. Yeah. Cool. That's good. And then what I need to do is on the button, I need to send a signal to my animation player. Let's go ahead and create a script on my animation player. And we'll call it menu. Menu animations. Need to attach toggled. Okay, connect that to a new thing in my animation player here. And we'll say start game toggled. Okay. And we'll essentially say if toggled on wouldn't it like? Oh, okay, it just doesn't like that I haven't put anything here yet. If toggled on, play fade in. And then we're also going to set, I'm going to have a variable that is first interaction. I'm also going to create and that'll just be false. Really, I don't even need to do that. What I need to do is I need to create a variable that is parent, right? Parent node equals, let's see, we'll do that. And then on ready, I'll say parent node equals get parent. Okay. So after I play fade in, what I'm going to do is, so it's going to toggle. I guess I do need a variable that's make sure it doesn't play it again, right? Well, it should be a signal, right? So it should just only be when you toggle it on once. And as long as on the button itself, I make it so that it's only pressable once, that should be fine. So let's start with that. What I'm going to do though is have it basically kill this menu, right? So it doesn't accidentally click it. I need to set the default focus to this button. So on ready, get focus. I haven't done that yet. That's going to be important though. So let me try that here in a second. Okay, I have focus. The button is doing nothing. I need to add some debugging. So let's go do that. Okay, so I'm going to print here. We'll say menu button pressed. All right, and then I guess one thing I missed is on the button. I didn't set the behavior of the button very well, did I? Up here, button behavior, action mode button released, yes. Toggle mode, yes. I think that's the key I'm missing. Okay, and then I can create a new new script here. So on ready, I'm gonna say get focus. Is that what it is? Is it grab focus? Grab focus. Okay. That should, when it's ready, go ahead and grab the focus of that for my, because a lot of it's going to be with a controller. Okay, so grab focus there. And then what I can do also is link this same toggled, right? I can connect that to itself. And let me also rename this from just button to like menu start button. Okay, so on toggled, I'll have the same thing if toggled on, and what I'll say is disabled equals true. Basically just disable yourself when you toggle it on. Yeah, that should work. All right, let's see. So when that happens, it should play here, and I should get a menu button pressed output. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay, it lost focus already, but that's okay. So when I hit start demo. All right. Obviously I have to fade everything else, but that mostly worked. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Cool. A couple things I need to do on this animation. I need to also fade my texture rectangle. Let's see if I have is there a, within here, is there a opacity? There is not, is there? I might have to I guess I could do it with like a shader. I don't think I need a shader. What I probably need to do is just, I wonder if on the panel container if there's an opacity. Let me check. Because I don't want it to go all out at once. Oh, you know what I could probably do? I have this style box. Yeah, I'll just make this a style box texture. That's going to be a lot better, I think. 2D. I can get rid of this texture rect. Okay, still there because I made the style by the panel container itself. Modulate, that's what I want. And then what I can do is, yes, perfect. So let's add a key. Create. Add a new key at 1 second and alpha 0. So now it looks like this. All right. Oh, yeah, and I can also make it when you click the button. Hold up. When you click the button, disabled's true, visible equals false. All right. I could have it wait. I probably want it to wait like a second. Let's grab a timeout. So that's pretty good. All right, so disabled's true. Wait like half a... Should I make it wait at all? When you click a button, I think you want it to wait like a little tiny bit and then disappear. I guess I could also make it fade out. Let's see what this feels like. All right, let's see. So that felt pretty good. Okay, I like that. That felt good. The one thing is this didn't keep focus, right? So what I want to do is just in here in process, I'll say if disabled, if not disabled, grab focus. So every frame is just going to re-grab focus until you click, and then you don't have to worry about it. It's going out of focus because I have other scripts going in the background that would let me control things. This should keep me from being able to control those other menus. So I think that should work. Let's see. Cool, it's stuck there. I hit go. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, look at that shining sword. Nice. I need to modify those normals on that sword. That kind of looks a little funny. It's okay. No big deal. Minor. Mostly it's good. It just looked funny in that one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Getting sidetracked. Okay. That looked pretty good though. I do like how that feels. Oh, I don't. Okay, there we go. I need to make sure that when it goes away, it re-grabs focus on the menu, because I just had to hit a bunch of buttons to get it back. That should be pretty easy to do. Okay. A couple things I worked on too, maybe since the last time, is I did add some weather and things. So I'll show that off. Here you go. So as it moves more towards the water, it needs to start a little bit lighter. I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, skybox. It does need to start a little bit lighter here. Because it just started raining real heavy. So let's fix that real quick. Let's see. I think that's just in my environment, right? Let's see. Update clouds, update moon. Oh, it's probably in the rain. Yeah, right here. Let's see. So new ratio. Where's that coming from? That's coming from the elemental map target. Okay. Which is essentially, I think, in the top right. What that does is it controls how powerful spells are based on the elements in the air, right? As you pull elements out of the air to cast them, it gets weaker. So let's see. I wanted to start lighter. I really need like something that's like logarithmic. Let's see. So I want this to be full. Maybe I need Excel. So it ends up being 1, right? It's going to end up being 1. Let me see what it is right now. I think it ends up being 1. Let me double check. So when I first start, it's going to generate... Sorry, I just heard a weird noise. I think it was like an owl or something outside my window. I'm hearing it again. I'm going to check on that. That sounded weird. Anyway, be right back. It was a DoorDasher. My wife ordered DoorDash, and I live on 7 acres, and it's way back in like kind of like the woods, right? So I guess DoorDasher with, I'm presuming, like her boyfriend, and the boyfriend was yelling to make sure we got our food. It's all good. So it wasn't an owl, it was a DoorDasher. Easy to confuse the two. But all good. Okay, so let's see, where are we at? I was just gonna modify this. I'm gonna come up with some kind of algorithm real quick. I think this goes from, let me see, what does this look like? It divides, let's see, subtracts 100 and then divides by 100. So I'm guessing this is a number from 0 to 200 and then normalizes to 100. Or maybe it's 0 to 100. Yeah, it's 0 to 100. No. 100 to 200? Oh, it'd be 0 to 100, yeah, because negatives are going to be... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so 0 to 100. And then at 100, it's going to be 1, right? Or 0 to 200. Here, so let's just do that real quick. 0, I'll do like increments of 10. I actually don't care about anything but for 100, because under 100 doesn't have anything. I wonder why. What's going on here? Interesting. I got multiple windows up, and you're not getting any. I have a bunch of Excel windows. Wow. Whoa, that's weird. I don't even see those on here. Okay, that's interesting. What is happening? Why are there like 50 Excel windows up here? I don't even see them on my my OBS. Okay, there's one. All right, interesting. All right, here's another one. What in the world? I must really like Excel. Okay, so let's see, 110. Okay, let's see. So ultimately, this is going to be the impact, right? And this is going to be the rain amount. Okay, I know I want 200 to be 1. I want this to be 0. This to be like 0.01, because 0.1 was too much. This to be like 0.05 probably. And then like, so I just want it to be like logarithmic, right? I'm just adding some stuff here. Something like this. Now if I graph this, again, I can ignore all these because it's going to be 0 after that. If I graph this, you're also getting a free Excel tutorial. Okay, so something like this. It doesn't have to be quite like that. Like this can be like 0.8, 0.6, 0.4, 0.5. I guess that's 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, something like this, right? It's just exponential, I guess. So maybe I just do an exponential. Polynomial. Okay. Display equation. So I should just be able to do, let's see, this is very small exponential. So that's wild. I guess it works 0.02348, right? 8e to the negative 5. Let's see. Yep, okay. That's going to be x squared. And then I'll just do like point. I'm not going to be like a nerd about it. And then like this can be 0. Okay, so then what I could do is equal this times this squared minus this minus this times this. I gotta hit here. You hit F4 and it locks these in. All right, so that's close, not quite. Why do I start at, I guess I could add 0.2, right? Well, I don't want to add 0.2. I guess here I could, yeah, modify that 0.054. All right, so that's not close at all. Wow, that gets way off. Okay, 0.01 is correct because I need to multiply it by, or need to divide it essentially by 100. I guess that works. Well, not really, because it wouldn't really start raining until like my third spell I cast. So not quite. I wonder what this expanded is. Oh, you know what? No, I am subtracting it. Okay. Oh, okay, there I can add 0.692611. Again, F4. Locks it in place. Okay, that's pretty good. Kind of silly, but I think that works. So what that's gonna look like is, go pull this over here. All right. So that formula then is gonna be world water impact squared. So it's gonna be 0.00084 times that minus 0.15383 times world water impact plus 0.692611. Oops, 0.692611. Okay, there's our formula. We just go here, plug that in. All right. That should work. Let's try it. Let's see if that looks better. Maybe that equation should have been in the, maybe I should just be emitting the world impact, and that formula should be on the other side of the signal. Not sure. Cool. Start demo. Yeah, it looks pretty smooth. Okay. Now what I can do, let's go ahead and cast some lightning spells. Ooh, I did not like that. Okay, can I just multiply by this? Maybe it needs an int. Alright, but here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to take this and just emit the world water impact. And then on the other side of that signal, under rain control, amount ratio equals this. And I'm going to make this just world water impact. Cool. Let's try it again. Start demo. Cool. And then cool. Lightly raining, much better. Okay. Let's do another haste. Okay, raining a little bit harder. That's weird. Okay. Need to figure out what's going on there. That's all right. Okay. Raining a bit harder. Really hasting it up. Go ahead and use Shocking Blade here. Cool. I think that works pretty good. Oh, I'm about to get destroyed though. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. Good deal. I think that looks great now. Okay. Now that that sidetrack is done, let's see. So it looks good. Back to this. So now I press this button and I fade in. I need a new state here. That is essentially kind of free roam. Free camera, I guess, free roam. So let's see. When in free camera, I need to go set my controls. Or if I'm in free camera, let's see, on enter, I guess, I need to be able to kind of just roam and run around. Let's see, for now, I think that, are all my controls under camera? Let's see. They need to be under the player, I guess, right? I probably could move, I could ignore the movement thing here. I think I can ignore all the nodes pretty much and just have it under character where if free camera is on, maybe not free camera, maybe I need a new one called like just free roam. Let's see. Let's duplicate this. Duplicate, and we'll call this free roam. Okay, I'm gonna remove this script. Oh no, I do want, yeah, no, I do want to remove that script. Attach free roam. Okay, on enter, I need to send a signal to character. So basically I need to go through the character list and attach this signal to all of these people real quick. I think I can do that through here. Like just take sort of, I think I have one, maybe it's in a button. Basically I want to just grab this where I'm connecting the signals, right? I just want to attach it to the character itself. I guess what I can do is just, let's take this. And in free roam, which I should make as the first state, I guess. So on ready, I would say for character in priority list, I would say character, or I guess I would do a signal, so I need a signal here. Variable signal. Oh, actually I have one because of the super state. What are those signals? Just transitioned. How do I do it on these other ones? I think I thought I had stuff that's like on enter. I guess not. I guess I have unique signals for all of them. So that's fine. I would just have variable on enter. I'll say free roam. Free roam. Enter. It's not a variable, it's a signal. Free roam exit. And then on exit, I'm going to transition. I'll transition dot emit. Oh wait, I'll leave that. I need some conditional in here to do that. So for now, we'll just do this, and I'll say function. Function. Oh wait, no, I'm good. Okay, free roam enter dot connect. Is that right? Yes. Not charge magic though. It would be character dot and then a function is like enable roam. And I could probably say like if character dot main, I could have something like this equals true. dot controlled player. And then what I can do is have, so I would only connect that if that's the case, right? Otherwise it'll stay false. So then assignment is not, oh yeah. All right. Couple things here then. Let's export. Export variable character. Let's see, controlled. Did I say controlled main or controlled character? What did I say? Controlled player. Player. Boolean. Okay, so then on Aria, controlled player on. Okay, perfect. So then it would only cover her. Then I would need a function that is called enable roam. Function enable roam. And then what I would say is I need a new variable in here that's basically like free roam on. Free roam on equals false. But here I would say free roam on equals true. Okay. And then basically from there I need another one that's disable free roam. Okay. Make sure I didn't break anything by adding all this stuff. I think it's pretty good. I also need one more thing, and that's free roam enter. Oh yeah, I need to omit it. So on enter, I would say free roam enter dot emit. No variables need passed. And then on exit, free roam exit dot emit. And then exit dot connect. Disable roam. Make sure that's what those are called. Yep. And then what I'll do is I'll say if for update, I can say like, I'll go ahead and create an export variable. I'll just create a variable. Boolean, or I guess force out. Right, and that should create a thing in while I'm playing to maybe be able to price it. And I'll say if force out equals true, transition dot emit to advance priority. Let's make sure that that's all correct. Yes. I think that's all I have to do. I guess I should make this equal to false. All right. Let's give that a shot. Okay, start demo. Cool. Oh yeah, I don't actually know what. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set the default state as free roam. Let's try it again. Okay, start demo. All right. Cool. Well, here we go. At least I free remote the camera, right? So I don't have anything going to the camera, so the camera doesn't actually know anything. So I just have regular control of the camera, and it doesn't get forced to anything until I go into a state. So that's cool. But what I'll do is I'll have it center. When I'm on free camera, this is what I want it to do. So good to know I can force this. This is kind of the default state of the camera. But what I'll do is I will go and set it where it follows the character. That's what I'll do. Like, this is pretty good, not bad at all. All right, cool. All right, anyway, playing too much. Okay, let's see. So that's pretty good. And then what I'll do is, so that goes to the character. It also needs to go to the camera. But with the camera one, I can just link it. So connect this to the camera. And then what I need to do for the camera, I wonder how I have it locked on the active player. Let's see. I'll set current state as follow active, which I think follows that on the square, so that might not work great. I might have to go modify that a little bit. But yeah, follow active, and then active player equals, oh, active player doesn't equal ready player here. What I can do actually is pass in character. I'll say active player equals character. Yeah. So when I emit this, I would emit self, I guess. No. Oh, what I'll have to do is I'll say I have a variable that is active or main character. And then so main character equals character. And so pass in here main character. Okay, that's good. So I'll emit the main character. And then what I need to do is on character, I need to make sure I add that. I'll just do this. I'll do main character. I can also change this and say if main character equals self. I don't think I really need to do that, but I will. Kind of double. Actually, you know what I'll do? If I end up needing it, I'll do it. I don't think I need it, but yeah, if I end up doing it, I will. Okay. So that should lock my camera. Let's give that a shot. And then what I can do is make it so my character can run. That should be pretty easy. I should have the code for that quickly. The hardest part's going to be camera rotation, but I don't think that's that bad. Like, I think it's straightforward. All right, yes. It is locked to my character, which is good. So now I need to make my character be able to move. I keep getting Teams notifications, but not on my phone. I'm not sure what's up. I'm not sure. So it doesn't look like I'm getting Teams notifications here. Weird. Okay, so then that's pretty good. Next thing here is just adding this, right? So in character, in the process, this should be really, really easy. Actually, you know what? I can probably do this really quickly with ChatGPT. This should be really, really simple though. Just say in GDScript, can you generate some code to make my character move and account for rotation of the camera? Okay. I guess I could share my window. Cool. Pretty straightforward here, I think. Let's see. I will also do jump. Definitely. Okay, so some of this I don't need. I don't think I need to apply gravity because I think I already have it, but let's go ahead and grab this. Okay, so yeah, they did a function that's just handle movement, which is super helpful that they arranged it that way. Oops. So I'll just add a function down here that is handle movement. Space character. There's got to be a way to not do that in ChatGPT, right? Copy code. Nope. Oh, that's super annoying. Okay. That's fine. Small price to pay here. Oops. I'm guessing that there's going to be some things that I'm a little worried about. Like move and slide, I think I'm already using. Anyway, we'll see. Well, I mean, this might just work straight off, but as I'm seeing it, probably not. Identifier camera not defined. Okay. So let's go define camera. I can just take that from here. Okay, I think I already have most of these. Okay. Let's see how many double variables I end up with, because I have so many variables here. Velocity, yeah, I don't need to find that. Speed or gravity, I don't need to find that. Jump strength, I'm not sure I need to define either. I might already have that. Unexpected identifier and class body. Do I already have jump strength? I have jump velocity. I'll try using that. I mean, that's fine. Speed and jump velocity. Okay. Got it. So let's just go replace jump strength with jump velocity. What is this unexpected identifier and class body it's talking about? Variable rotation target. Is it talking about this? Yeah. It is. And the camera, I can do it like this. And actually, I think, does the camera rotate? I think it is. And I have move and slide already in the process, so I don't think I actually need move and slide down here. So I can get rid of that. And there I'll do jump velocity. Okay. Handle movement, and then basically I can say if free roam on. Hey, BWAG35, it's going pretty good. Currently working on kind of the opening scene and kind of creating my free roam stuff. How are you doing? Let's see. If free roam on, then handle movement. Delta. All right. I added a bunch of code, spit out by ChatGPT, and it all looks good. So I think it's gonna be fine. I'm not sure, like gravity, I might be double counting, so there might be some funny things, but we'll find out. I think it looks fine. I'm not too worried about it. So we'll find out here in a second. Okay, it did not like this. Global transform.basis .xform. Okay, so xform. Let's see. What I can probably do is look up symbol for global transform. Okay, it's a transform 3D. And so then, hold up, let me get rid of this so you guys can see. Okay, I got an error. It didn't like xform, but yeah, I don't think xform in basis. So basis is a thing. Let's see what basis is. There's a method in basis. Hey, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Nice. Yeah. I'm pretty into CAD. I do a lot of CAD, to be honest. I keep a hobbyist license for SolidWorks and use it quite a bit in 3D printing. So really good skill. So very nice. I did some competitions and things in high school, and it kind of stuck with me. So no, it's great. I think I need rotated, I guess. Let's see. I don't know what X form is that it's talking about. Nice. I think that's way good, though. Yeah, I'm going to do rotated. Get the camera's basis, use it to transform the direction. Oh, okay, I see. On shape. On shape's good. Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, you know. Yeah, I think the only time I really use SolidWorks, for example, I made a kind of briefcase drawer thing for a speedrunner. He was needing something to be able to kind of control some controllers. So more functional, less visual, right? And so SolidWorks is great for that sort of thing. Let's see. Constructors. I think rotate is the right thing here. Let me ask ChatGPT here. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it probably is. Let's see. Can I use rotated instead of xform? Haven't done a lot of, like, I mean, I've used some of this, right? Two methods are, okay. Transform vector by a transformation matrix only rotates a vector around a specified axis. Okay, yeah. Which is probably what I need, because I really only need it on the y-axis. Vector 3 dot up. Okay. Let's see. So on rotated, yeah, axis angle. Okay. Vector 3 dot up is good. All right. Oh, vector. Yeah, understand. I think where I use it most, like, is scripting. I do a lot of scripting for different things, and it's come in handy for sure, right? Like, just being able to kind of, someone needs something automated, Visual Basic, whatever, just being able to script is super helpful. But yeah, I think anything too, and you have plenty of time to learn it, right, in that context. So if it's interesting to you, go for it. But yeah, you're probably right. It's not anything too necessary here. Let's see. I'm probably overcomplicating this because I'm already getting the direction. Am I getting that in here? No, I'm getting it in the camera. So I do need this here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, ChatGPT is super useful. You do have to have kind of an understanding, I think, for the most part, of coding, right? Like, I mean, because it could just lead you down a rabbit hole. And the only hard part of coding, I think, not the only hard part, but what I think is the hardest part of coding is troubleshooting, right? And you kind of need an understanding of the code to troubleshoot. So, like, it could definitely get you in trouble if you don't understand code and you're trying to just use ChatGPT to output things. But, you know, it's pretty good, though. As you can see, I'm using it, right? It's pretty good. Normalized. Okay, so it doesn't like normalized. I think I do want... What I can do here is just direction equals direction dot normalized. I think that should have worked, though. Unless direction is a basis for some reason. It really shouldn't be. Let's do this. Yeah, it's only going to get better, I agree. At some point, you know, you probably will build... I mean, you could today say, like, hey, go generate me a script to go do XYZ, but most automation that's worth anything is pretty complicated. And being able to tell it, like, write a prompt that outputs the code for you in the first try is going to be really hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, because it's definitely not, but it is going to be challenging. Let's see, on a base type. Okay, so invalid assignment of property. Let's see. Basically, direction is not good. With value of type vector 3 on a base object of type vector 3. Okay. Velocity.x equals direction.x times speed. I wonder if speed is... Huh. So I am assigning this to vector 3. I don't know which one it doesn't like. It probably doesn't like direction. Let's do this for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of this so I can troubleshoot this. I think I'm probably overthinking this. I really think I can just do camera dot rotated and get the rotation of it. I should be able to do that and transform direction based on that. But let's just try this for now. This should have let me move around. It just won't be the right direction. All right, so start demo. My camera's going crazy, but yeah. So it's not going the right direction. My character's not rotating. My camera's going wild. Cool, but ultimately, okay, so how's the camera like this? Oh no, it's backwards. Okay, and I'm running backwards. All right, I need to fix the camera. Basically, I need the camera fixed. Okay, let's do a couple things real quick. First off, on the camera. I think I need to lock the spring arm. And then what I probably want to do is when I select a character, do this. All right. I guess I don't really want to lock the spring arm. Is there camera dot locked? Or locked? Let's see. I want to lock the camera where I can't move it around. Let's look in here and see what that does. Okay, I don't want to do that. I do want to be able to rotate it. Yeah, I agree. As long as you know what you want and you can explain it, right? If you can explain it well in a prompt, or the AI could get it out of you, right? Like if the AI asks you the right questions to say like, hey, you know, I'm going to run into this problem. What do you want? Then yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it'll be able to do it. Will it be efficient? No, but for automation scripting, I mean, maybe it will be, I don't know. But for automation scripting, like it doesn't need to be crazy efficient anyway. And it might be at that point, you know? I mean, at some point, it will probably be really good at coding. I think coding is a great use. Oh, interesting. I got a bot. How would I pay for viewers? Let's see, and we're going to time that out. All right, very good. One bot down. See, we start talking about bots and they come out of the woodwork. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, I don't think I have anything that just locks the camera in place. I think I can always move it, which I need something that locks it in place. Which, let's see if I can find. Where do I control? Actually, you know what? I just realized I already have this. I could probably just get directions like camera.directions. Yeah, I could take this. Okay, I can use this. So I think in my other script here, I can use camera.direction. But is it fast enough? I'll probably end up getting into a race condition. But I can use the same code, I guess. Yes. So what I can do is this. Direction equals null. Input direction. I can do variable input direction equals that. So which means I don't really need these. Right? I have a lot of commented out code. I could get rid of a admin chat filter, like, but it takes almost nothing to moderate a bot that pops in and tries to sell me viewers, and that happens so rarely. I think that's my second bot ever, so not a huge deal. Camera dot rotation position. I think it's all I need to do. All right, I do want to lock the camera though, so let's see where I am controlling the camera, which is pretty much here, I think. Okay. cam state camera free. I think that's the problem. If not direction and not free roam. I guess what I should do is just make sure cam state doesn't go to camera free and not reset. And not free roam on. And then down here on free roam enter, I can say free roam on equals true. Up here I can say variable free roam on equals false. And then essentially when I enter have an active player. There you go. Okay. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's great. Like, it's not going to work first try probably, but it's not bad. Let's find out what happens. Yeah, and I think the other thing I do is I have where you have to be kind of a regular to post a link. So if you haven't been here for a while, it won't let you post a link. Okay, start demo. Interesting. Okay, I don't have any rotations on. And it's going by grid, right? So I need to get rid of the grid, but like, but not bad. I mean, that looks kind of stupid, but it is working. Like, I mean, like I can press up and I can control it, and the control is accurate to the camera. So, all right. Yes, I will definitely have public testing. I've just posted my Steam page, right? So definitely, if you want to get into public testing, go wishlist it on Steam. And then what I'll do is I will, once I get a demo together, that's kind of what I'm working on now, I'll start doing public testing. I want to do it soon, honestly. The more public testing I can get, the better. Also, it's kind of off center. Oh, it's because it's centered on the grid. So I need a new camera mode that just follows the player around. All right. First off, because that, I mean, it doesn't work great, but it kind of works. I need the character to rotate, though. Oh, nice. Appreciate it. Thanks for the wish list. And yeah, so I'll do everything through there and through Discord, right? Through Discord, I'll kind of let everybody know, hey, I have a playtest build up, and I'll put playtest builds up there. It'll probably be like the same demo. Once I get the demo together, I may end up adding certain like levels of content, just depending on what I need to playtest, like different levels or whatever. But that I'll do everything through that Steam page, or I'll try to. That way, people aren't like having to click shady links and that sort of stuff. And anybody who's wishlisted, it gets that sort of notification, right? And that should be helpful, because all the data I can get, like one of the things I always say in making a game is like playtest early and often. Just the more data you can get, the better. So, all right. So I need to set rotation. So rotation target. Let's see. I wonder why this isn't triggering. Okay. If not on the floor. Wonder why I have that as elif. I have, if I'm not on the floor, oh, that way I don't spin around in the air. I have this though, which should set my new rotation target. I wonder why it doesn't. That's interesting. So, I handle movement here. Let me check this too, because I should be able to jump. Oh, but I also might have gravity double counted. But let me check this real quick. Input map. UI accept. Should be right. And I'm on the floor. Yes. I think I already have gravity applied though, so I think I can get rid of this whole section. And maybe that helps. Not positive. Okay, but I'm setting velocity, and for some reason I'm not rotating. So what I can do here is print rotation target to make sure it's updating. I'll say rotation target, and then I'm gonna say velocity. That should let me see what's happening here, because yeah, it should say, hey, if your X or Z direction velocities aren't 0, go ahead and set your rotation target towards them. And then if my rotation target's not equal to my get rotation, I should rotate towards it. Yeah, there will absolutely be a lot of strategy. I'm trying to actively combat like doing the same spell. So I guess I'll go with the first one first. So it's going to be mostly PvE, right? Mostly against like other things. I do think I want to at some point go PvP, because it'd be kind of, so it'll be a story, right? It'll be an RPG, so it'll be a full story and everything. It would be kind of cool though if there was like, hey, after you build up your team, you can go fight other enemies, right? Okay, I need to trigger the jump animation, which is fine. Oh, good. Okay, rotation's working now. That looks great. And then I can jump up here. Not high enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, that worked though. Okay, so yeah, first thing, PvE to start. I do want to go PvP. PvP rank system as a side thing would be really cool. There, even in my story, I have like a world that kind of opens up to other worlds, so I can have some procedurally generated stuff for replayability. And it would be really cool if one of those is like a PvP arena type thing, because there's going to be duplicate characters, right? But if you're fighting other dimensions, it's cool. So I think something like that would work really well. And then second part, I'm actively trying to make as much strategy as possible. One thing I'm doing, so whenever you look in the top right corner, you see the like what I'm calling the element map. And essentially what that is when you cast a spell, the way the mechanic works is you're drawing energy out of the environment from the element of that spell. So if I cast lightning or haste, and I guess I can show you, I need to get into my my actual game part and not free roam, which I can test anyway. All right, so yes, so I need to do the jump animation. I need the camera to stop being crazy because it just needs to follow the player. Okay, so this little thing in the top right, this is the elemental map. Essentially, when I cast like lightning, I'm drawing lightning out of the air. So this target right here actually moves away from the lightning and it moves closer to water. So I can show you what that looks like. Let me go into, I think all I have to do is on here. I set this up. I haven't tested it yet. Oh, I don't actually have, I need to go to remote. And I would go to, sorry, I know you can't see it. I just realized that, but force out. Look at that. Okay, so when I cast a spell, every time I hit A, I'm gonna jump. I need to. I can also run around. Okay, interesting. I need to make sure I turn those things off. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna cast haste while I'm jumping around, and what you're gonna notice is that's gonna go more towards the water, and it's gonna start raining because I'm drawing electricity, like lightning, out of the sky, and so water spells here are gonna get stronger. And lightning spells are going to get weaker. So now I've got haste on me. And I can actively try to go make like water stronger just by casting a bunch of lightning spells, for example. And those water spells right now can get up to twice as strong. So trying to do that so you don't just spam the same spell, right? There's not going to be a lot of like weaknesses. Like weaknesses will probably be somewhat of a thing, but won't be nearly as much as like Pokemon, right? Where you just go pick whatever your opposing element is. It won't be like that. Plus there'll be a team, the grid-based nature of it. You're going to have to do positional things, trying to add a lot of strategy in here. So yeah, it'll be interesting. If you've ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, that's kind of the goal. I mean, even Final Fantasy Tactics has a lot of that where you just spam the same spell over and over again. Again, hoping to eliminate that a little bit with the elemental map. Okay, ultimately, yeah, that worked okay. Yeah, I don't know about... yes, I mean, probably. Like, you would start, like if you're near a lake, you would start with higher, like, water... like your target would be closer to water, probably. It's more in the environment, so I don't know if that's the case. Otherwise, it'd always be raining next to a lake. So got to think through like the details on that. But I do think something like that helps, right? If you're in a forest, maybe your wind goes up or something, right? Or earth goes up if you're in a desert. I think that all makes sense. I can also move the centers around, so I can have different centers. Like one of the things I have here, if I go to like the environmental map code, I have these centers, and so I could even make it where like it's stronger, but I don't know, I could play around with it where it just starts at different locations depending on where you're at, which is probably what I'll do. And then yeah, and then whenever you cast like water, for example, you're drawing water out of the environment, out of the air. That's the little particles you see, right? And so lightning gets stronger. Whatever the opposite on the elemental map gets stronger. So should be more dynamic. That's the goal. The goal is a dynamic environment that's always changing, so you're always having to kind of cast different spells and change your strategy. There will also be elemental weaknesses, of course, on some things. But yeah, that's kind of the goal there. All right, that worked pretty well. What did I see? I'm trying to remember kind of what happened. Okay, the camera. Let's fix the camera. Basically, I think I want a new camera state. And so that camera state would be camera free, and then I have camera roam, I guess. And so whenever I'm in here, I should do cam state, camera roam. And then up here, what I can do is I can say cam state dot camera roam. I think I do pretty much the same thing, except let's see. Position divided by world grid map sized. I think I can get rid of the grid map side of this. So current position equals position. Target position equals active player dot position. Okay, I think I can leave that. Basically, if there's no active player, just stay still. I think that's all I need to do. I can get rid of that. Well, I guess I could leave that, I guess. That should follow the player and not the grid anymore. Let's find out. Start demo. All right, let's see what happens. Yes. Okay, I do need it to stay on the ground, because like right now when I jump, it goes up. Also, I don't change direction when I jump, which may be okay, but I also probably shouldn't be able to move around. Okay, it doesn't feel great yet. I'm also a little bit slow, maybe. So I can maybe speed myself up. I also probably want it when you stop to do the little slide thing that you do. But not bad. I mean, not bad for an hour. Okay. Couple things. When I jump, I need to trigger an animation to jump. When I stop, I need to slide. I think those two things... Maybe I don't need to slide. I mean, I don't know. I definitely need to jump when I hit jump. All right, let's do the jump when I hit jump. And I need to increase my jump velocity. I'm actually going to make a... I'm going to do two things here. Well, okay, I could probably just set this for speed. What am I using for that? Oh, that's on the camera. Okay, let's go to my character here. Okay, so I have speed as 6. I'm going to create a new one that's const roam speed. I'm going to make it a little faster, because it does feel a little bit slow. And then I'll have jump speed. I'll make it 6. But I need to jump a little bit higher. I need to be able to... actually, you know what? Maybe I don't need to jump any higher. The reason I'm thinking I maybe don't need to jump any higher... Maybe I'll leave this. Maybe it's not that bad. It's this... what I'm thinking is... I don't want you to be able to jump onto the battlefield. And so I could separate battlefields by that. In battle, you could jump up there. But you probably don't need to jump up there outside of battle. You might not even need to jump at all. Like most RPGs, you can't jump kind of regularly. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, but I think I will let you jump. But I do need to add an animation. So, when this, I think this is pretty straightforward. I should have change animations. And what is it, just jump? Let me check in the movement, because I do jump. I can hear, right? Yeah. So character.change animations jump. Let's do change animations, jump. And I think I need to do jump air 2 to land. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go in the air and then I'm going to go kind of like just be in the air. So I think I need to say like, hey, if I'm on the ground and I wasn't previously on the ground, do the little land thing. And I may be able to get away with doing that all the time. Okay, we'll check. Yeah, so I'm just stuck in the air, so... Yep, okay. So, what I need to do... Yeah, I might be able to simplify my other code by saying just, hey, anytime you land on the ground from the air, go to jump up air 2. But I think there's actually... Let me see what that code looks like. End jump. When do I end jump? Okay. If velocity.y is less than fall transition. I do it based on velocity? That's kind of weird. That's really weird. Okay, well. Oh, you know what? I could do low jump, actually. And then I think, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do low jump instead. And then I don't have to worry about like landing, I don't think, because low jump's kind of like a hurdle. So that's a little better. Low jump. Okay. Is there another thing on here? No. Okay. Let's check that out. And then here's my Discord if anyone's not in the Discord. And let me know if that link doesn't work. That link breaks like every week for some reason. All right. Cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. I need collision on that wall. But yeah, not bad. Okay. Cool. That's pretty good. I don't know if I need to make her slide when she stops. I probably do. That'd probably look better for her to slide when she stops like she does in game. Ooh, okay. I need to set up collision, obviously, when... but that's fairly easy. Okay. So... but I think ultimately that's pretty good. And then what I can do is I can have it on this. I can create a new thing that's essentially on button press, so on input. Let's see how I have this. If input, I don't need to check for input every few seconds, I guess. I guess it's not that bad. I'm already checking for input elsewhere and it hasn't slowed anything down. So what I'll say here is just if input is pressed. And for now, I'll just do if cancel. Start the game. All right. Let's see how that works. So I should be able to hit cancel then, and it should go into the game. And then I'm probably going to call it a night. It's getting pretty late here. But yeah, it's a good start, I think, to the demo. Okay, if I hit cancel. Okay, and then I need to make sure I turn that off. So for some reason that didn't turn off, so she's still running. Which... oh, then movement's turned off. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, so why did that happen? I have disable roam here, which should have for sure disabled roam. If free roam on, handle movement. Free roam exit.connect character.disable roam. Oh, here you go. All right, easy fix. Cool. Let's see what happens. I wonder why it's like a little offset. I mean, not that bad, but it is a little bit offset from center. That's kind of strange. Okay. It's all right. Okay, so ultimately then when I hit cancel, my character should move to the middle. Only moved in one axis, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's okay. And then she can no longer move around. So that's great. All right. So you see that little slide thing? That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, now the game works like normal. So yeah, you see there's where I cast lightning and it kind of rains. I'm about to get destroyed by her. Oh, nope. Okay, I have a chance. I have a chance to win this. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, Poetic Tragic. Yeah, I've been out for a little while. I had some things going on in my family. But things are well. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. You caught me as I'm pretty close to out of here, but I will kind of run through real quick where we're at. First off, we have our Steam page up and running. If you haven't seen, you might have already seen on the Discord. Oh, really? Huh. Well, I hope my stream delay gets better. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Are you on mobile or something? You might try refreshing. Ah, yeah. Glad to catch you for a little bit. So thanks for popping in here. Always good to see you. So anyway, starting to implement some of the story parts, right, where we're kind of getting started at least on the story. But I'm about to log out anyway, so I'll catch you soon. I'll find someone to raid. But yeah, I made some good progress today. Got kind of the free roam movement implemented. It doesn't look great yet, but it's at least a start. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then I can do something better here where instead of going to victory like that, it goes to free roam movement so I can move around more. All right. Let me find someone to raid though. Oh, we'll probably raid Orbum if he's on. It's been too long since I've raided Orbum. Yep, Orbum is on. Oh no. Almost 10,000 lines of code, 0 errors, nice. Ugh. Yeah, it sounds like a super busy day. Well, yeah, get some rest. Glad you glad you finished that up. You know, yeah, hopefully all your code works well. Hopefully there are no bugs in all those lines of code. But no, glad that worked out for you. So good. Yeah, take a break. Take a break, rest your eyes. And hopefully next week your coding is less intense. but no, have a good night. Thanks for popping in. I'm gonna go ahead and log off as well. I'm exhausted too. But I'm gonna raid Orbum here. And yep. Good. Yeah, your fingers as well. A lot of typing. You ought to get your character count. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. I won't be streaming again Friday. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, Friday I've got some things going on still. And then should be streaming again next week. So, but all right, I'm gonna raid Orbum. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk soon. Give Orbum a hey guys if you're still around. Oh my goodness. Did we just raid each other? That's interesting.
If we raided
Interesting. You probably have some double. Oh, hold up. I don't have my audio set up to be able to listen to your stream at the same time that I'm that I'm streaming. That's pretty good. Hold up. Let me see if I can knock you real quick. 1 second. Let me check something real quick. Let me turn my music down. All right.